Welcome to Mythic Bedtime YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. The Luminous Bazaar. Deep within the vast deserts of Zephyria, the city of Solara stood as a beacon of civilization, its golden spires catching the sun's rays and shimmering brilliantly. But Solara's true magic was not in its architecture or its thriving markets. It was in a phenomenon that occurred once every decade, the Luminous Bazaar. For 3 nights, the dunes surrounding Solara would glow with ethereal lights, revealing a hidden marketplace. But this was no ordinary market. The Luminous Bazaar was a place where memories, dreams, and emotions became tangible, traded not for gold but for experiences. Nadia, a talented alchemist of Solara, had been preparing for this event for years. She possessed a memory, a fleeting moment of pure joy from her childhood when she had discovered her first alchemical reaction, and she intended to trade it. Her goal was to acquire a vision of the future, a dream that might guide her to her next groundbreaking alchemical discovery. As the first night of the bazaar began, the desert's ambience was transformed. Stalls illuminated by lanterns of liquid starlight showcased vials filled with memories that shimmered like liquid gold, dreams that sparkled like diamonds, and emotions that radiated colors beyond imagination. Drawn to a secluded stall adorned with celestial motifs, Nadia met Alchemy, the dreamweaver. Alchemy, with her ageless eyes, had the rare gift of weaving dreams into intricate tapestries. These tapestries, when gazed upon, allowed one to experience visions of possible futures. Intrigued, Nadia offered her cherished memory. In exchange, Alchemy presented a vast tapestry, its threads shimmering with countless dreams. As Nadia's eyes met the fabric, she was immersed in a cascade of visions. She saw herself journeying to forgotten ruins, deciphering ancient alchemical texts, and discovering a potion that could amplify one's innate magical abilities. But the vision also showed challenges, treacherous terrains, mystical guardians protecting the ancient knowledge, and the weight of responsibility that such a discovery would bring. Emerging from the vision with determination in her eyes, Nadia knew her path was set. The Luminous Bazaar had provided her with a glimpse of a destiny waiting to be realized. With the tapestry as her guide and the dream etched in her heart, she embarked on her grandest adventure, seeking the lost knowledge that could change the world of alchemy forever. After her profound experience at the Luminous Bazaar, Nadia spent weeks preparing for her journey. She pored over ancient maps, consulted with fellow alchemists, and gathered supplies. The vision from Alchemy's tapestry had shown her a specific symbol, a spiral intertwined with a phoenix, which she believed was the key to locating the forgotten ruins. Her first lead took her to the Whispering Canyons, a labyrinth of echoing chasms said to hold the voices of the past. Legend spoke of the Echoing Sage, a guardian spirit that resided within the canyons and held knowledge of Zephyria's ancient secrets. Navigating the canyons was no easy feat. Every footstep, every whisper, reverberated with 1,000 echoes, creating a disorienting maze of sound. But Nadia, with her keen alchemical senses, brewed a potion that allowed her to discern the true echoes from the misleading ones. After days of searching, she finally encountered the Echoing Sage, a spectral figure that shimmered like a mirage. The sage, intrigued by Nadia's determination and the purity of her quest, offered a riddle: in the heart of fire, yet untouched by flame, where the phoenix rests, you'll find its name. Seek the spiral's end, where shadows play, there, the entrance to the ruins lay. With the riddle echoing in her mind, Nadia journeyed to the Emberpeak Mountains, known for their volcanic activity and the legends of phoenixes that nested there. The symbol she had seen in her vision, the spiral intertwined with a phoenix, was surely a clue. After weeks of perilous climbing and facing fiery creatures, Nadia reached the phoenix's nest, a plateau where the ground was etched with spirals of ash. At the center, untouched by the volcanic heat, lay a magnificent phoenix, its feathers shimmering with ethereal fire. Recognizing the symbol from her vision, Nadia approached the creature. In a melodic voice, the phoenix spoke of the ancient ruins hidden beneath the mountains, guarded by elemental spirits and holding the alchemical knowledge Nadia sought. With the phoenix's guidance, Nadia discovered the entrance to the ruins. As she delved deeper, she faced trials that tested her alchemical skills, wit, and courage. But with each challenge, she grew stronger, her determination unwavering. In the heart of the ruins, she found the ancient alchemical texts, their pages filled with formulas, spells, and rituals lost to time. Among them was the recipe for the potion she had seen in her vision, a brew that could amplify magic in unprecedented ways. Returning to Solara as a hero, Nadia's discovery revolutionized the world of alchemy. But more than fame or recognition, she had fulfilled her destiny, proving that with determination, knowledge, and a touch of magic, one could truly change the world. Nadia's return to Solara was met with jubilation. The city, once a beacon of civilization, now stood on the precipice of a new era. With the ancient alchemical texts in her possession, Nadia began to decipher the intricate formulas and rituals, eager to share her findings with the world. However, with great knowledge came great responsibility. The potion that could amplify magic was powerful, and in the wrong hands, it could be devastating. Nadia realized that before she could introduce this potion to the world, she needed to ensure it was used wisely. She founded the Alchemical Academy in the heart of Solara, a place of learning and research. Aspiring alchemists from all over Zephyria flocked to the academy, drawn by the promise of unlocking the mysteries of the ancient texts. One of the students, a young mage named Caelum, showed particular promise. He had a natural affinity for elemental magic and was deeply intrigued by the potential of the amplification potion. Under Nadia's guidance, Caelum began to experiment, blending his innate magical abilities with alchemical processes. Together, they made a groundbreaking discovery. The potion could not only amplify magic but could also merge different magical disciplines, creating entirely new forms of spells and enchantments. But as word of their discovery spread, it attracted the attention of the Shadowmancers, a secretive guild that sought to control all magical knowledge. Seeing the potential of the amplification potion for their own dark purposes, they plotted to seize the ancient texts and the potion formula. Nadia and Caelum, aware of the looming threat, prepared for a confrontation. Using their combined skills, they fortified the academy, creating barriers and enchantments to protect the precious knowledge within. The Shadowmancers, armed with dark magic, launched a fierce assault on the academy. A great battle ensued, with spells and alchemical explosions lighting up the night sky. But with the combined strength of the academy's mages and alchemists, led by Nadia and Caelum, the Shadowmancers were eventually repelled. In the aftermath, Nadia realized that the world was not yet ready for the power of the amplification potion. She decided to seal away the formula, entrusting it to the Phoenix in the Emberpeak Mountains for safekeeping. The Alchemical Academy, however, continued to thrive, becoming a beacon of knowledge and innovation. Nadia's legacy was not just in the texts she discovered but in the generations of mages and alchemists she inspired, ensuring that the magic of Solara would shine brightly for centuries to come. In the years that followed the battle with the Shadowmancers, Solara underwent a transformation. The Alchemical Academy, under Nadia's leadership, became the epicenter of magical and scientific advancements. The city's skyline, once dominated by golden spires, now featured observatories and laboratories, blending the ancient with the avant-garde. Nadia, having faced the potential dangers of unchecked power, emphasized the importance of balance in her teachings. She introduced a curriculum that combined alchemical studies with ethics, ensuring that every student understood the responsibility that came with wielding magic. Caelum, now a master mage and a prominent figure at the academy, was inspired by the stars. He believed that the answers to Zephyria's ancient mysteries lay beyond the skies. With Nadia's support, he initiated the Stellar Project, aiming to harness magic to explore the cosmos. Years of research and experimentation led to the creation of the Celestial Ark, a magnificent ship capable of sailing through the starlit seas of the universe. Nadia and Caelum, accompanied by a crew of the Academy's brightest, embarked on the maiden voyage, journeying to realms beyond their wildest dreams. They discovered new worlds, each with its unique magic and civilizations. From the crystalline caves of Lumwara to the floating islands of Etheria, they forged alliances, exchanged knowledge, and expanded Zephyria's understanding of the universe. However, their explorations were not without challenges. In the Obsidian Nebula, they encountered the Starshade Entity, a cosmic being that fed on the magic of worlds. With the combined strength of their newfound allies and the power of the ancient alchemical texts, Nadia and Caelum managed to seal the entity, ensuring the safety of countless realms. Upon their return to Solara, their tales of cosmic adventures inspired a new generation. The city became a melting pot of cultures and magics from across the universe, and the Luminous Bazaar, once a decade-long event, evolved into a perpetual marketplace, showcasing wonders from every corner of the cosmos. Nadia's legacy was no longer confined to Zephyria. Her teachings, her emphasis on balance and unity, resonated across the universe. And as the stars above Solara shone brighter than ever, they whispered tales of the alchemist who dared to dream beyond the sands, of the luminous bazaar that bridged worlds, and of the magic that bound them all together. As the years turned to decades, and decades to centuries, the legend of Nadia, the pioneering alchemist of Solara, became a tale told across galaxies. The Celestial Ark, once a marvel of magic and engineering, was now anchored in Solara as a monument to exploration and discovery. Nadia, having lived a life fuller than most, felt the weight of time. She had seen wonders beyond imagination, but she yearned for one last adventure. With Caelum by her side, they began researching the most elusive magic of all time. Deep within the Alchemical Academy's vaults, they uncovered a forgotten scroll, hinting at a temporal oasis called the Elysian Echo. This realm, a sliver between the past and the future, held the memories of the universe. Determined to experience the collective memories of all the worlds they had visited, Nadia and Caelum embarked on their final quest. Guided by the scroll and their vast knowledge, they unlocked a portal to the Elysian Echo. Inside, they were greeted by a serene landscape, where rivers flowed with shimmering light and trees bore crystalline fruits. Each element in this realm was a memory, a moment frozen in time. Nadia and Caelum relived their adventures, from their first meeting at the Luminous Bazaar to their cosmic voyages aboard the Celestial Ark. But the Elysian Echo also revealed memories of those who had come before them, ancient civilizations that had risen and fallen, and the infinite cycle of creation and rebirth. Realizing the interconnectedness of all things, Nadia and Caelum made a profound decision. Instead of returning to Solara, they chose to become part of the Elysian Echo, their essences forever intertwined with the memories of the universe. Back in Solara, their disappearance was mourned, but their legacy was celebrated. The Alchemical Academy erected a statue in their honor, depicting the two of them gazing towards the stars, a testament to their insatiable curiosity and indomitable spirit. The Luminous Bazaar, now a cosmic crossroads, continued to thrive, drawing beings from across realms. And as traders and explorers exchanged tales, one story was told and retold, that of Nadia and Caelum, the eternal explorers, whose spirits still danced among the stars, whispering secrets of the past and dreams of the future. The end.